Well, when I started out, like I was, a photographer. I started doing the school newspaper and yearbook, and I started building my business, and I wanted to make a name for myself, and I just wanted to be memorable. And I was a huge YouTube fan, and really it came down to like Becker.com was taken, and so I got thebecker.com after the Edge and U2, and I just wanted to be like, again, not that I thought I was a rock star, but I wanted to be memorable. I wanted them to just go, oh, okay, just one name, not just, Chris Becker or Christopher Becker or something like that. So I started doing that, and what happened is I gave my business card to a wedding coordinator, and she like saw it and was like, wait, your first name's on it. I'm like, oh, I just go by Becker. And she goes, oh my God, my client's gonna eat you up. And so sure enough, they did. She sent me a ton of work, and it was awesome. So cool. Well, again, I'm really fortunate that I love what I do. I've been doing weddings now, it's my 18th season. I still show up at these weddings, and everybody's dressed up and they're looking good and they're having a happy time, and I actually still like doing it. And I think the industry definitely has changed. I've been through two changes: the big change from medium format film to 35mm film, and then 35mm film to digital. And so I've kind of seen it all. I've been doing it for a long time, but I love being my own boss. I love my schedule with the weddings. I work my butt off on the weekends. During the week I work, but I don't like have a 9 to 5. I don't commute. I work from home, usually my boxers, and I just chill out, and I like being my own boss. And then with the whole internet, I travel all over the world shooting weddings. It's super fun, so I enjoy it. First of all, I don't let Bridezillas hire me, okay? So I've been doing this a long time. You can kind of sniff them out, and if a girl seems like she's gonna be Bridezilla, I honestly will not let her hire me. I'm sorry, this isn't gonna work out, or I think, I've gotten to that point where I can kind of pick and choose a little bit, but I think a huge part of being a wedding photographer is your people skills, and a lot of it you have to sometimes, again, jump in there and get in the way. I remember one time I had to step between a bride and her mom who were fighting, and I literally just put my arm around mom and I walked her out of the room and kind of just, it was the Momzilla, and I was like, hey, why don't you come with me real quick? And I just sat her down. I'm like, I know you're right, of course, but it's her day, so yeah, we're gonna let her, do that. So that's what happened once. So, you gotta have some people skills in these weddings. Well, I was a member of WPPI for a while, and in Orange County, some of the established clubs just seemed a little cliquey, and we just didn't really like it. We started making our own rules, and I've always been about connecting other photographers, but we were never really in official organized clubs. And so we just kind of hang out, and I'm all about just like, hey, let's go have bowling night, or go pool party at someone's house, or go to the beach barbecue. And of course, you get a bunch of photographers together, we're all geeks, we talk about our nerdy equipment and all the stuff and techniques, and Photoshop and all that and whatnot. But I'm not really a part of many like organized groups. Well, again, I've been doing this for a little while. I was literally on a flight home from Hong Kong, just thinking about a couple of upcoming speaking gigs I had, and I thought of these 6 steps. There's so much going on with running a business or photography business, and specifically weddings, but I started just coming up with these things, and I thought, okay, I'll use my name as the anagram, the Becker System, and so each of the letters stand for something, and I really think that the whole business falls into one of those 6 categories. And we're all, some people are good at some things and not at others, and so the point is to try to figure out what you're weakest at and work on those. If you're already good at some parts, great, cool, you've got a head start. Yeah. Like just kind of like evaluate your business and see where can we improve. And so, I think it's kind of an inspiring talk. People seem to like it. I've been giving it, like, again, a lot of these meetings around the country, and even in Sweden and Canada and stuff like that. So it's been very well received, and I just kind of keep tweaking it and adding to it and changing stories and mixing it up so it's fresh and current. So